Alright. Detect resources. Enabled, as you can see. And then I have black blood pig. Oil of bounty on it. Let's see how much brimstone we can get out of this lake here. I don't know how anybody can play like this, man. It's so... Oh, it's... You can't see it. It takes your... your view of that. You know what I mean? Like, I can see... The moon is in the distance there. But now there's this hologram that is actually there, especially when it's dark. I can't see it. It's actually the first time I ever play with detect resources. But has anybody tested this? Like, get used to it, because I was just in pain. Obsidian was there. But why isn't it the same size as the node itself? And you can see I'm clipping in it as well. And then also I have to unlock all this magic. I have to have a staff with me to summon this. Luckily it doesn't use any pouches. But I have to use a spell to turn it off again. And I'm only getting 20% more. Like, do you see, has anybody at Funcom ever played this? Have they ever tested this or used it? Because it's, for me, it's the first time ever since it came out that I'm using this now. And look how janky it is. Why isn't this fixed by now? This has been in the game for like, what, 2 years now? Nobody has tested this. Nobody gave feedback on it. Like, And you know why that is? Because after doing all this, so first I have to go and kill. First I have to go and kill that big bird all the way up in that cave there in the middle of nowhere to get a lucky drop on a black blood pig. Then I have to go farm fragments of powers to make the oil of bounty, and then I have to learn the magic. And then once all that's done, I can come here and farm for 20% more. Like, do you guys ever think about how many runs you have to do to get that paid back? Because those fragments of power, they are used to put timers on weapons in PvP. This mechanic, it's not even in PvE you have all the time in the world, so why would you bother doing this? There's nothing threatening your base, you don't have to watch this annoying screen with these nodes that are bugged out. So they're not going to use this either. I haven't seen anybody use it like I'm using it now in a real life scenario when you're playing on a server. Anyways, I'm gonna stop ranting about it, yeah, but it's a great system, yes, but is it well implemented? No. It's look at this. It's like standing on the trebuchet. And it's not yielding anything extra, these with the gold, it was noticeable. I had a noticeable amount of gold more than what I would have normally gotten if I did an obsidian run in the volcano. But with this, it's not yielding anything. This is just 20% from the oil, because without oil and an obsidian tool, just an obsidian tool with an upgrade kit gives 80 to 88. Now it's 104, so that's 20% extra for all this work. It should be double or triple. Because what's the point, right? Not to mention that I won't be able to turn this off unless I have time to do the spell again. Imagine if a player shows up here and I have to fight in between all these holograms of these nodes. He doesn't get stuck on them, but I get stuck on them all the time, so... I mean... Really? And the timers on these tools should be double, triple. Like it can take up to 5, 6, 7 trips to that bird there in the cave just to get a lucky drop on a blood pig, and then you put oil on it and 8 minutes later it's gone. You can literally throw it away. In 3 minutes 50 seconds in this case here, it's just gone. Why even bother? You're much better off just taking your blood pig and putting a reinforcement kit on it. Then it will last twice as long, or at 20% you lose on the oil, but you can farm with it for 2 or 3 days. So this oil of bounty, I don't know where it comes from, and nobody's using this, yeah? Yeah, unless you're a 10-man clan, filthy rich, and you have absolute control over the entire server and you have nothing else to do than spam the entire map full of crap, then you need this tool, yeah, to farm insane amount of gold stone and silver stone for whatever reason. You add another 1000 sets of armor on top of the ones you already have in your base from destroying the entire server. I mean, what the hell?
Your death will be as meaningless as your life.
Joking. Who came up with this? Alright. There's no profit in this at all. Because it's just so buggy. It should be amazing. This gather raid, after all this effort, should be amazing. Especially if you have to go through this torture of trying to find them. Anyways, that's enough ranting.